Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So for this month, I am back on reserve, and I know I have some new people here, and it's been a while since I've been on reserve, so I will explain what that means later. But right now, I do need to head to the airport because crew scheduling has assigned me a very early airport standby shift. Well, it's not super early. It starts at 6 a.m., but you get what I'm saying. Good morning, Luna. Look at all the stuff Luna has brought into this room. A towel, a toy, and now she's carrying around my new slipper. You truly are a retriever. I have a little bit of food packed with me, but I'll probably have to get breakfast at the airport. Hi baby, it's time to go back to bed. Luna always wakes up with me. No matter what time of day it is, she always does. Yep, grab your toy, let's go back to bed. I have everything with me that I think I need. I'm ready to go, so I will see you all when I get to the airport. I just parked my car and now I'm about to head into the airport. The first thing I want to do is go get a breakfast sandwich from Starbucks and then probably head to our crew room and take a nap. Hopefully crew scheduling won't call me right away and maybe I can go take a nap for an hour or so, we'll see. All right, it is 6:02 a.m. I signed in for my standby shift a few minutes ago. My time today is actually from 6:01 a.m. to 12:01 p.m. Yes, that 1 minute is very important, not 6 a.m., 6:01. Sandwich secured. I don't get breakfast from Starbucks very often, but when I do, it's always the sausage, egg, and cheddar sandwich. I'm just hanging out in this chair now, but I just ate my breakfast, so I think I'm gonna head to our crew room and try to get a little nap in. If I get a trip, I will let you know, and if I also don't get a trip, I will let you know. Well, I am napping in the crew room, awaiting a call from crew scheduling. Let me explain what it means to be on reserve as a flight attendant. For 19 days spread throughout this month, I am on call with my airline. We can get called for trips going anywhere, whether it be domestic or international. That's why I always have a suitcase packed with me filled with clothes that would work in various climates, because you truly have no idea where you might be going. How it works is you are either on call at home or at the airport. Call shifts at home are for 12 hours, for example, from 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. or 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. to name a few. Now, when you are physically at the airport, which is what we call airport standby, you are usually on call for 4 to 6 hours. If you do not get a trip within those hours, you get to go home. Also, yes, we are paid for our reserve time, whether we are called for trips or not. You can request certain layovers ahead of time. Sometimes you get them and sometimes you don't. Most of the time on reserve, I get called for pretty average domestic trips. However, there are those special moments where I get called for some amazing trips. Over the past 5 years that I've been flying, some of the best trips I have ever gotten while on reserve have been to Honolulu, Hawaii, London, England, Narita, Japan, and Santiago, Chile. But right now, it looks like crew scheduling is calling me for a trip today, so let's find out where we're going. All right, so I was just called for a trip, but it's a super easy day. We just have 2 flights. The first is from DFW to Sacramento, California. Yeah, Sacramento. And then we go from Sacramento right back home to Dallas, Fort Worth. We just got to Sacramento. The flight was really good. It was really smooth actually, and I think it was close to 3 hours long, and we do have a little bit of time in between flights, so I'm gonna eat my lunch. I actually got this Napa chickpea wrap from this vending machine in DFW called the Farmer's Fridge. I've seen the Farmer's Fridge before in Chicago's airport, but never in DFW, so I was so excited when I saw it because they have such healthy options. They have like different wraps like this and salads and fruits, and just, I don't know, it just was nice to see like healthy options at the airport. Here you can see the food a lot easier. I love chickpeas, so I think this looks really good. I also wanted to show you guys the book I'm reading. So the new one that I've been reading lately is called Too Late by Colleen Hoover, and I'm actually almost done with it. Now, let me tell you, also, this wrap is absolutely delicious. I will be getting this all the time. Anyways, this book by Colleen Hoover, it's very intense, it's dark, it's twisted, it's like hard to read but also hard to put down, and I feel like Colleen Hoover is the only author who can pull that off. But anyways, if you have read it or if you love Colleen Hoover, you'll have to let me know what you think, because yeah, this book is really good, but it's very intense, and if you read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm going to finish eating my lunch, and then we just have the one flight back to DFW. Luna, so ferocious. Hi. Hi. Hi, Luna. Oh my goodness. You got Dad's sandal. Hi, sweetheart. Yes, I missed you too. Good morning, everybody. So I was on call yesterday from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. and I didn't vlog because I didn't get called for a trip, and I spent most of my day editing my cruise series, which is going to go live hopefully very soon after this video. I have been wanting to bring another cruise series back to my channel so bad over these past few years, but obviously that couldn't happen during the pandemic. But finally, we are gonna have some cruise vlogs going live really soon. Now I have today and tomorrow off before I go back on reserve, but I forgot to tell you all that I was on reserve for 3 days in a row before I had my airport standby shift yesterday. And the first day I had a really early morning Miami turn, and then the second day I did an all-nighter Las Vegas turn. So my sleep schedule was definitely out of whack. I wasn't vlogging because we had just gotten back from the cruise and I was honestly exhausted and just needed to get back in the swing of things. I know Luna certainly needs her rest, huh? I went to the gym and did some cardio and then came back to our apartment and just did some stretching, and then Eric made us some delicious homemade chicken burrito bowls. Seriously, such a good lunch. But I almost forgot to tell you guys, I have really exciting news. Okay, so the easiest way for me to tell you all about this is actually to read a little bit of this article, and if you find this interesting, I'll link the full article below. But anyways, it says, airlines will need to provide flight attendants with at least 10 hours of rest time in between work shifts, the same amount as the pilots, under a new rule announced Tuesday by the Federal Aviation Administration. This is huge, you guys. This is so exciting for us. It goes on to say that the announcement of the extra hour of rest comes after a rough 2.5 years for flight attendants who have had to deal with a sharp increase in unruly passenger incidents during the pandemic, including a rising number of verbal and physical attacks on them. Moving right along, current rules require airlines to give flight attendants at least 9 hours of rest in between shifts, but it can be as little as 8 hours in certain circumstances. When factoring in travel time to and from airports and overnight accommodations, that can leave flight attendants working on as little as 5 or 6 hours of sleep. And then there is a former pilot who is also quoted in the article saying, I can tell you firsthand that well-rested crew members are important to safety. As any pilot can tell you, we cannot fly the plane without the safety expertise and support of flight attendants. Flight attendants are trained to take action during emergencies, administer first aid, conduct evacuations, and manage medical emergencies. I feel like most of you that follow along on my channel obviously know that as flight attendants, we do so much more than just pour Coke at 30,000 feet in the air. This is a really big win for us and something that I feel like has truly been a long time coming. I think no matter what your job is, you deserve a full night of rest, and as far as I know, these changes will be implemented in January of 2023. As a flight attendant, I really do have to give a big thank you to all of the different airline unions that have fought so hard to make this change for us. Thank you. We really appreciate you. And yeah, just thank you for making this career a safer and better place for us to be. Also, yesterday I finished reading my book Too Late by Colleen Hoover. And let me tell you, I actually really enjoyed the very ending of the book. I thought that it tied everything together really well, but I definitely feel like I need a feel-good book to read after that one. And even though I really need a feel-good book, that's not what I'm gonna read next. Because I downloaded this book, Luckiest Girl Alive, right here. Mila Kunis is starring in the movie, which will be out on Netflix in a few days. And I really want to try to read the book before it comes out on Netflix. So yeah, I'm gonna do 2 thriller type books back to back. So I will let you all know if it is good, but honestly, I really need to get back to editing because I'm pretty far behind on schedule, and I do go back on reserve in 2 days. So I will probably start vlogging again then. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe because I would love to have you back here for future videos. I hope that you all are having a fabulous day. Thank you again so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.